えてバズって輝いちゃえ。
All right, my friends, Studio OLM better have paid the animators and artists some freaking overtime bonuses and everything. This episode of Pokemon Horizons, like, was fire. Not only have I been hyping up, like, hey, Lavencia, the best city. Lavencia, the best gym leader in Ayano. Lavencia, the best vibes. But, like, this was a big moment for Dot to really kind of break out of her shell and have this dazzling moment. And she really did have the moment with taking advantage of the situation. And that's really kind of like what all trainers aspire to do. At least in the anime form. In video games, it's pretty much, you know, more or less kind of like black and white. But at the same time, we still go in and we plan stuff, you know, and we figure out, okay, what's the best situation? What's my best team? What's the best this and that? Very similar to what Dot did as, you know, the prior night. She was going in and just trying to figure out, you know, which min-maxing, what move can we do and everything else. And it ended up being a advantageous moment for her when all the lights went out. She figured out, okay, Quaxley, he was gearing up. He was like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go dazzle razzle. And she decided at that moment to go ahead and boom, let's terrestrialize. And at that moment, Quaxley also learned a brand new move as well. He learned the move Aqua Jet, which I thought was really, really cool. And that it's either Aqua Jet or Aqua Cutter that Quaxley learned. You guys, you know, if you guys are, you know, the expert trainer, correct me in the comments. But that either means I'm going with Aqua Jet on this one. It's very hard to tell because, you know, the way that the subtitles depict the move was like Aqua Kick or something like that. But it was very hard to figure out exactly what specific move, but it was either Aqua Jet or Aqua Cutter. My guess simply is Aqua Jet because Quaxley learns Aqua Jet at level 13 and Quaxley is unevolved. And Quaxley, I think, ends up evolving at level 14 or 15, maybe 16, something like that. So basically, Quaxley's pretty close to evolving, so that'll probably end up coming pretty soon, probably before the end of this core. But again, my guess is Aqua Jet because of the level. It ends up learning Aqua Cutter at level 21. So that's why I'm not thinking it's that move. But regardless, Quaxley comes in and crushes it against Bellibolt. Bellibolt, outside of Sprigatito, Bellibolt's my second favorite Paldean Pokemon in the game. I love Bellibolt. Bellibolt has this ability to where every time it gets hit, it does take damage, but it absorbs that damage and it increases the amount of attack power that it puts out. So Bellibolt, not only having the advantage of electric versus water, you know, that he has the typing advantage, it also has the advantage based on just the absorption move. And Ayano also hit our girl Dot with the slack off move, which restores the HP, which I thought was a really, really cool thing. So on top of the battle being awesome and amazing, and seeing Dot's, what do you call it? Seeing like Dot like learning and growing and evolving herself, the battle was absolutely fire. Like the animation in that battle is like probably some of the best animation I've seen this season. I think the last time I saw animation this good was last season during solo leveling. Like it's solo leveling type animation that they were putting out here. Like the battles when you had Quaxley going in and doing his kick moves, Bellibolt using discharge, yeah, Bellibolt, you know, using spark. Oh my god. And then Ayano throwing her, like, you know, doing her moves and her twists and turns. Like it was I'm telling you, it was solo leveling type animation that was on display for me this episode. Like the animators and the artist, and they just, this studio, they killed it. They crushed this episode. So the battling was absolutely fantastic this episode. I absolutely loved it. Outside of that too, we got hit with some comedy with Principal Clavel, or whatever, you know, whatever his name is. Principal Clavel, basically distracting Roy and Liko, as well as the people from our, you know, as well as the, you know, hamburger slice and potato french fries or whatever they're called from the bad guys. I thought that whole entire scene was hilarious. I loved the, you know, the team getting behind Dot. I thought that was amazing. I really enjoyed seeing the cutscenes from the Nito thing stuff that Dot does. I thought that was really, really cool. And overall, I mean, I thought they just really, really crushed this episode and crushed the vibes and everything. Last thing I want to kind of say too, I know I said that earlier, but last thing too, if you pay attention, not only did they nail the battle music, like the music was top tier this episode, but they nailed the battle music, they nailed the Levencia music, and then when the terrestrialization happened, they had the and I was like, yeah, let's fucking go. So they nailed the music, like they nailed the music and the sound like to perfection. Ultimately, this ended up with Dot passing the terrestrialization thing, her getting, her bond getting closer to 𝐒𝐻𝐻, and Ayano's numbers went through the roof because, when the stream cut off and came back, like, I mean, her chat was just blowing up. So, entertainment wise, battle wise, animation wise, sound wise, story wise, this episode to me on a very, very personal level was a 10 out of 10. Like, this episode was freaking ass incredible. It was just so good. Again, Levencia is my favorite city. Levencia has my favorite gym leader in Ayano. I think Ayano might be my favorite gym leader ever. They nailed her personality and everything that she had into it. Like, even when Belly Bull was getting hit, she's like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Ha ha, wink wink. And I was like, yo, let's go. Ayano's a fool. Like, they just nailed everything this episode. So, in my opinion, episode number 50 was a 10 out of 10. So this is freaking just incredible episode. So those are my opinions, those are my thoughts on this episode. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys continuing to be here every single week for more Pokemon Horizons. But wow, this episode, perfection. All right, I'm gonna see you trainers next week for episode number 51. All right, my friends, peace.